So I wanted to come on here and talk a little bit about SWOT analysis. Now, you might have heard the term before, you might not have heard the term, but it's extremely important because the information that you pull from your SWOT analysis will really affect how you implement a lot of business aspects like marketing and sales and things like that. So let's start with what SWOT is. SWOT is an acronym that stands for strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, and threats. And these are the aspects of your business. So when you're talking about your strengths, it's, what strengths does your business have? Is it you personally? Are you, let's say you're starting a construction company. One of the strengths might be that you've been working in the construction field for 10 years, that you're a licensed contractor. These are aspects of your business that really solidify or strengthen your position in the industry. Next is going to be weaknesses. Now, there are a variety of things that are that can be considered weaknesses, and that that could be maybe you aren't familiar with the industry that you're in, which I don't recommend starting a business in an industry that you're not familiar with, but it is a disadvantage. Or maybe you don't have a supply chain right now. Maybe you're making t-shirts, but you're ordering your t-shirts from overseas, so you're at the mercy of that supply chain of importing, product or raw material. So if something happens, at the ports, or if there's an issue with the mail, these supply chain issues could affect your business. Next is going to be opportunities. Now, opportunities are kind of, where you see some wiggle room. And Russell Brunson refers to this as a blue ocean, and there's a book by a couple other marketing gurus out there who discuss what blue ocean means. And that's basically there's a window of opportunity. So, for example, let's say you live in rural Iowa, right? And you notice that a lot of people are in shape, and a lot of people work out, but there isn't any supplement stores. Or maybe there's one little GNC and they never really have anything. So your idea, having, maybe spend a lot of time in the gym, or maybe you're familiar with the fitness culture, is you open up a supplement store. Now, there's a lot more that goes into that because, do you have clientele that will actually keep your store running? But that is a window of opportunity that business or your business idea doesn't currently exist. I mean, look at the guy who invented the Ring doorbell. The video doorbell was designed by somebody many years ago. He actually presented his idea on Shark Tank, and then he was bought out by Amazon for millions of dollars. I think the guy's a billionaire now. Next is going to be threats. And a threat to your business can honestly be anything. And when I say anything, I mean, it could be regulatory changes. Maybe you're trying to make a food product, and there are regulatory changes on some of the ingredients that you're trying to use. Or, maybe you're going to a very polar industry like the firearm industry. And let's say you're trying to make a part for a weapon, but there are certain laws that prevent your part from being used on a particular weapon in different states. So this basically gives you an idea of, SWOT analysis gives you an idea of what you need to analyze, things you need to look at, and determine the key aspects of your business. Now, a SWOT analysis is a staple in any business, and it's done frequently. Some companies have, teams of people who conduct this sort of assessment on their company quarterly. They do it yearly. You might need it, maybe you do it, every 2 years, but it's really important because things change, industry changes, markets change. So you should continuously be, on the lookout for things that could, really hurt your business, or opportunities that might persist. Maybe you do open up your store in Iowa and you realize, oh, I'm doing really well. I wonder if there's other rural parts of the state or of the country that could use this kind of business. So continuously, be on the lookout for things that can strengthen, opportunities that might exist, weaknesses, or threats to your, specific company.